Hello friends. Hi there, welcome. How are you doing? Are we hydrated? Are we ready to glow? I am. I'm ready. Okay. So, I don't know. I was debating whether I should cut this apart and try again with better thread. But I'm thinking maybe I can try to work with it as is, add on my new thread, which is going to be a different color. This is Nymo Navy. It looks black, which is why I want it, actually. What I made this with was the Evil Lavender Ceylon thread, which does glow. You can see it glow kind of pink. But last time I was working with this, it was frustrating the heck out of me. During Glow Stream, which I think was like 3 weeks ago, because last week I didn't stream, the week before that I did my nails, and then this was Valentine's Day. So, I started this on Valentine's Day. I think I'm going to try to finish it. I was wanting to like take it apart, salvage the beads, and start over, but I think maybe I can salvage this project. Because I think future passes of beads will help strengthen the whole thing. It's a little bit of a sad floppy piece right now. It's just one layer of right angle weave. This is going to be a cubic right angle weave project in the end. And so that means we got some more layers to do. And it's not like proper crawl, individual units. This is like lazy crawl, where I do the full shape and then I'm coming back and doing walls and ceiling on top without the interconnectedness across the way. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody who doesn't bead, but like, yeah. I'm being lazy. Also, like, this is a diagram. What's the website that the diagram I followed from? I always forget. It's like, I don't think it was beadpatterns.com. It was something. Right. Icons are doing weird stuff again. I think it's in here. How to patterns. No. Why do I have one called patterns and one called tutorials? I don't understand. Anyway, beadjewelrymaking.com. There we are. This is what I'm making. Except this is the only image I have off the website, because at the time I was having a really hard time figuring out ways to make hearts myself. So sometimes when I'm stuck, I'll just, use guidance, follow instructions to learn a thing. I have made hearts of my own before, and I forgot how I did that. So I'd have to go find my old instructions on how to do my own heart, because both of those pieces have sold since, and I don't know. I think I have photos of at least the green one. The other one got stolen, so like I don't know if I ever photographed it. Like, I was wearing it and I was making the second one, and the second I put the piece down to try on the second one that I made, somebody like was sneaky. Somebody in Oklahoma City, just super sneak, came up and snagged my first like heart washer piece right off the table. And the second one ended up being sold to an old coworker friend of mine. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here, because after this part is done, it's new territory. So this is all that I have for the diagram. Excuse me. Using the diagram as a base and then working from there. Do I need like proper black 11s? Because these are 15s. I feel like I'll need that at the end. Okay. Because I don't know if I want to do... Because this would be the base. I think I probably just need... Yeah, 11s. Ooh. These guys. Look! That's also like gray, so... Good? Black? Proper black? Yeah, okay. Ooh, before I sniffle too much, I am going to go to the other screen and blow my nose. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I don't have microphones on my other scenes, so that's why I went to blow my nose. Okay, so there's this size. Put it over here. Yeah, I don't want to be a sniffly stream. This isn't fair, nose. No, we were fine. Somewhat fine. I need to see an allergist. I think I'm allergic to dust. Which might be more manageable than other allergies. I don't know, but we'll see. Sorry if sniffling bothers you guys. It totally bothers me when I hear it on other people's streams and when I do it myself. But I can't help it. I am all stuffing it up. The temperature swings are really killing me. Really, really killing me. No. Alright, so we're going to have our right angle units. Hey, camera. Behave. Point here. Thank you. And then I usually do fast crawl, so I usually just go straight the direction that I'm going, and I want to embellish these middle bits anyway down the road, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a 15 for the middle there, in between beads, and just go with that. And then just keeps it all going in the same direction. And then go through my other bead here, and then my 2 green beads, skip the black bead in the middle. And we'll start building our wall. Like that. Looky there. Let's hope this works. I haven't done cubic right angle weave in a minute. And I haven't done like cheater fast cubic right angle weave in even longer. I did double crawl once. Glowing rocks. Hello, Blue Wolf. Blues Wolf. How are you today? How are you tonight, I should say. Me. Threading a needle in the dark. That's all this stream is going to be. People are like, I can't even thread a needle in the light. Why are you doing it at night? I am a glutton for punishment. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I'm sniffly, guys. I know I've already said it, but it warrants saying again. How are you tonight, Blues Wolf? What are you up to today? How is life treating you? life has been crazy rigmarole, like, for me lately. Nothing, like, bad happening. It's just all events. Lots and lots of back-to-back events. You're well. I'm glad to hear it. That is fantastic news. Like, even today was busy. I was like, I started my morning by waking up early for a jury summons. It was my first jury summons, so I wasn't sure what to expect. There was a pool of over 300 people, and they pulled 105 for the 2 cases to pick further rounds from. Hey, me too, but mine's later this month. Life does what it wants. It really does. This last week specifically, it just like piled it all on. But I had jury summons this morning, which at the time that I received the jury summons, I had a lot going on then too. So there was like an unknown element of what's this timeline going to look like? And then the other thing didn't pan out, so it was fine. And then I didn't get selected, but I got my paper that says, hey, check back every night to see if they need jurors tomorrow. And they don't need jurors tomorrow, but keep checking back. And so I'll have to check back every night for that until the end of the week, and then I can be good. And then I'll get my $6 whole in the mail. Woohoo! Jury duty's never straightforward. It wasn't that bad today. Like, we didn't go to the courthouse because, during COVID, they've been selecting their juror pools from, the event center. So they've been renting out the event center to seat everybody a little bit further apart. Like, it wasn't really far apart, but, you know, it was better than being crowded in together, you know. There you go. There's that. This should be okay in the end. Wow, further? Yeah. Yeah, like, the chairs were like 3 feet apart in the first room, and then they were like 1.5 feet apart in the second room. But if, like, the size of our courthouse, you could not have fit that many people into a room together in our courthouse, or onto, like, just even the first floor or the second or third. Like, you'd have to fill up the whole building. And they pulled for 2 cases today, so I don't know. I didn't get picked, which is perfectly fine. Just the unknown of how long things last would have interrupted my workflow, but that's okay. So I came home, and I was working on a different project this morning. I was trying for the second time to work on a commission that I got almost a week and a half ago now. A friend of mine commissioned a piece for his mom while I was at an event. And so, yeah, I've been trying to get this done, but last week was just as busy. Like, I had to vote, and we did all sorts of other stuff, and at this point, I don't even know why, but, like, everything happened, or what everything was. Had a day where I had an appointment and went to meet a friend at the same time, like, same day, and yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Emma! Kelly! It's a pocket courthouse. Ours has an auditorium in it, so the auditorium takes up most of the space in the building. And this is like a theater. So it's one of our theater halls. The courthouse surrounds the theater halls on all sides and above. So that's what takes up most of the room in the courthouse is the theater. So, yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more space for people summoned. You know. If they only needed, like, the one case, I think everybody would have, you know, fit in the halls and stuff. But they had 2. Technically, they had 3, but the third one, the third case was dismissed. So they didn't need as many jurors as they thought. Jeez, I'm so sorry for the sniffles. I'll say it again. I can't help it. Yeah. I came home. I started watching my morning streams and cleaning up my desk and beading that commission, and I got like fewer than 20 stitches in before Ixo was like, hey, package up your thing. We're gonna go to the post office together and you know, do other errands. And so that's what we did. I had a box to mail out, which all I had to do was package it up, and I already had the shipping label, so I slapped the shipping label on there, and I dropped mine off at the counter, and he got his settled as well, and then we went and did some grocery shopping, got coffee and chicory, so I'm excited to try that in the morning. So yeah, I will get back to the commission tomorrow, probably during stream, probably a little earlier too. I also need to like reorder business cards because I have fewer than 10 left. That's not good. The Home and Garden show kind of ate my pile. It's a good thing. But man, it ate my pile. My new thread was very short. Very short thread. How dare you betray me? Queen Home Slice, what you doing tonight? Hello, friend. Would you like some key lime pie Kit Kat that I found at Walmart? Oh, it glows. Oh, weird. Ha. Ha. Glow Kit Kats, guys. Key lime pie, and then we found, I said fruity cereal, but let's be honest, it's lemon, because that's what Fruit Loops are, is lemon flavored, all of them, regardless of color. Tastes like key lime, but it's still weird. It's like key lime flavored white chocolate is strange. I would like pie Kit Kat. Here, have some. I don't think you're a germaphobe after my germs, but have some. Let's call it Kit Kat Monday. I don't know. Animal Crossing and baking cookies. Hey, that's good. That's good. I made bread muffins last week. That was amazing. It was my grandma's recipe. I hadn't made it myself. Ixo made it for me the year that he finally managed to wrangle the recipe away from my oldest sister. She immediately gravitated towards all the recipes when my grandma passed away. Claimed she was going to make a cookbook of all the things that she used to make for us. You know, copies of the recipes and stuff, and assemble cookbooks for all of us, and she never did. Go figure. And I'd been asking her for years for just the raisin bread muffin recipe, and I don't even want the like original one that she wrote. I just wanted a picture. Just a photograph. Like, sister, I'm asking one thing. She never did it. And so, like, mysteriously, I ended up with a Christmas gift of a frame and a raisin bran box. And I'm like, did you just give me a raisin bran box for Christmas? Like, what's going on? And I opened it up and there was a frame inside. And in the frame was a photograph of the recipe, you know. Ixo had managed to pester my sister just enough for her to actually oblige. But he had to say that it was a Christmas present and a surprise. Jonathan Rickmeyer, hello and welcome. Thank you for the raid. And so that's sitting up on display on my shelf over there, the recipe. Hello, welcome. How was your stream? I'm eating a Kit Kat. I'm sorry, it glows. Hello. Welcome in. Sorry for eating. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Vanishing Pearl. Welcome to the bead box. Tonight you see me making glow-in-the-dark jewelry. These beads are UV reactive, which means they light up under a black light. So they're not traditionally beads that glow in the dark, such as you would find with these stars. I got a flashlight at Walmart today. Finally. So this will be my keychain flashlight. It's huge, but it'll be my keychain flashlight. Maybe I'll keep it in my car. I don't know. But these typically glow. These do not. These are just yellow. Or are they green? These are the green ones. Sorry. They glow the same, roughly. Green and yellow do. So it gets a wee bit confusing. How do I want to navigate that? I don't know. Ooh, fancy. I've been sewing a 1/12 scale rug for my dollhouse using my 1876 Frister and Rossmann sewing machine. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. What does this sewing machine look like? I am curious, and kudos for having one that functions. Did you repair it yourself? Do you do the upkeep and maintenance on it yourself, or do you take it to a specialist? I know old machines can be a little tricky to work with. I don't want to tie in ends. I hate threading needles in the dark. Don't make me do it. Tony, hello. Here for the chill lurkiness as I'm already in bed. Hope you're doing great. What time is it for you? Is it like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for you? Like, what you doing up so late? You repaired it yourself. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is amazing. And making a 1/12 scale for rug for a dollhouse also sounds amazing. Are you doing the same for everything else that goes in the dollhouse? 2:30 a.m. Okay, just finished modding duties. Oh. Why do I have a long needle? Yes. I have a short needle just for this purpose, and I still never use the short needle to tie in ends. I just don't do it. Here, let's do this way then. A few things, yes. Neat. Some of you may be horrified, others amazed. Using a few tools such as brasso, a craft knife, and screwdriver, I've managed to grindstone a lot of rust of the wheel of my 1970 Frister. It's now looking nice and shiny and now works pretty swell. Use the tool that gets the job done. That's what I say. Like, I'm sure there would be some people who are horrified. I am just impressed that a device from the past is now fully functioning, and that is amazing, regardless of how you got the outcome. I'm not saying people wouldn't be horrified, because I'm sure there are people who would absolutely be shocked at inappropriate materials. Ignore them. It's your sewing machine. You can do what you want with it. Like, I remember growing up, and I know it happened a lot even after I moved away from home, but my mom's a mixed media artist. I MacGyvered my machine. My mom is a mixed media artist, and at the time I was living with her still, she was still doing some tin collage. And so what she would do is she would make assemblages out of cookie tins, popcorn tins, packaging for all sorts of stuff. And so she would cut them apart, and she would, reassemble them into ways that made a nice, cool, dynamic scene. And, but anytime she would be shopping at thrift stores for the tins, specifically like small business-owned thrift stores, not like any of the bigger ones, people would be like, "Oh, that's such a cute tin," and Mom's like, "Yep, I'm gonna take a pair of tin snips to it," and just the look of horror on their face was like, "Why? It's so beautiful." She's like, "Exactly why I bought it. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna tear it apart." Did I seriously just tie in the wrong end? Oh my gosh. I did it bad. Well, at least I tied it in. That's something. Oh. Okay. I did the wrong side. Unrelated and odd question, but have I ever mentioned the manor I live in? I believe so, yes. You said it has like a giant chandelier in the front, right? And that you do a lot of the upkeep and the caretaking for it. Yes, it went smoosh. No, did it ever get repaired? I guess now I gotta start a new thread somewhere else. Dang it. Camera. It doesn't like me tonight. I did, yes. We tried chaining, but it had sent away due to bent brass arms. Ooh, yuck. No fun. Okay. Shoot. I accidentally tied in the end I needed to tie a new thread to. Oh well. I don't do that often. All back to normal now. Hooray! Another old thing fixed. Seems like a pretty handy, huh? It's good skills to have. I can repair small stuff, and like jewelry specifically. I can do a little bit. Well, I'm not very good mending, but I can patch stuff. Sorry. I'm all fidgety today. Been a long day. And jury service, and tried to do a commission and didn't get very far, and ran errands, and then had an impromptu job interview I wasn't expecting. That was cool. So I called back a bead store in Colorado and had a nice long chat with the owner. She has a business partner that she needs to discuss some stuff with, but she seems super interested. So that's a thing. Out of nowhere, just as I'm like sending back this box of beads for this other place that didn't pan out, So that's something. I'll take it. If they're interested, and if they're willing to hire me at a rate that's livable for the area, then I think I will go. Like, I don't know how I got such an easy interview. I just don't know how that happened. Like, it's not even real, right? Like, oh, come on. Especially since she says she doesn't really look at Indeed very often. It's like, why'd you put a job up on Indeed if you don't use it often? I don't know. I guess they were trying something different. I called for jury duty once. I'm not allowed to attend, though, due to mental health. Oh, no. That's okay. I got called for this morning, and my service is through the end of the week, so I have to check back every night now. I did not get selected. That room had like 300 people in it, though, and they chose 105 for further evaluation. I was not one of those, which is fine, but also, like, I haven't been in a room with that many strangers just sitting together. That wasn't like a concert or something. It was kind of strange. Wait, what am I doing? That doesn't, no, that's not right. Ooh, let's see if I can backtrack without getting tangled. Ah. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that was my first jury summons. It wasn't as bad or as boring as I expected. Like, I don't know, maybe for other people 2 hours is a long wait of being bored, but I set up at farmers market every week, and so, like, I spend easily that just people watching anyway. So I was just people watching, man. Kind of half listening to the conversations around me that were loud enough to be heard. Just to see what people are talking about. Get in there. I don't know if this is showing very well for you guys. Maybe I need to bring the camera down. It always seems like I need to... I wish I had a better zoom lens, but I don't. Okay, let's come down a little better. It just doesn't seem like it can pick up as well in the night than it can in the day. So, hope it don't block my face off. Okay. Yeah, this is already working out just fine. And to think I was gonna restart. Shame on me. Don't doubt your work. I was doubting my work. It was super floppy. Which is a weird word anyway, but super floppy. And, like, it just, yeah. It's sturdying up, though. This is gonna be the side edge. I'm making the side edges now. This isn't the piece I want to be making, but it is glow stream night, so it's the piece I'm going to be making. I was thinking probably glow stream about every other week. I was trying to do it every week here for a while. I haven't, like, posted an official schedule, but every week seems a bit excessive, and that's mostly because I don't have enough projects that require glow beads or that are already in the works, you know? Like, I don't do a lot of glow projects because it's just harder to design because my beads that do glow are limited, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, because I don't have a lot of glow projects, it doesn't make sense to do a lot of glow streams. because I've got this. This is literally the only glow project I have in progress. And I have the idea to bead my slinky. So, this guy. Which I bought it just to bead. I wanted a little one. This is a regular size though. Woo! Looky there. Blue Feather. VP, she brings good beads to life. Hello and welcome. How are you today, Blue Feather? Doing all right tonight? All right. I'm just slowly but surely working my way through this project. This is a heart I started on Valentine's Day, night, technically. And I've already gotten pretty far on it today. So, there we go. I've been adding the wall here. I'm going to do the interior wall as well. And then we'll zip up the top. I don't know that I'm going to be using the same size beads for the top. I think it might just be smaller beads so that it kind of points inwards a little, like it does this nonsense instead of straight up and down walls. You missed what I did last month. What did I do? What happened? What did I miss? I hope I didn't miss anything. I guess I might have if you're saying it. Oh no, what did I miss? 11-month sub. Whoa. This next sub will be a year. My goodness. That's a long time. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thanks for hanging around. I may have missed the number, yes. But I do know that you subbed. Oh, shoot. Did I add an extra bead? No, okay. I thought I added an extra bead on accident. Almost a whole year, huh? Goodness. And I just sneezed. I was sneezing on stream earlier. I was sniffling real bad at the beginning. It's probably cold outside. Or maybe it's getting warm outside. I don't know. Temperature's been doing weird stuff and it's been messing with my sinuses. I've had really bad allergies all winter. I've never had allergies before. I know I've developed them within the last few years since living in this house, so last 4 or 5 years. But until this last winter, it was just, you know, a little bit of sniffling in the morning, and that was it. But this has been like all day, every day, and I can't get very far without having a Kleenex nearby, and like, it has been unpleasant. Very unpleasant for both me and Ixo. You know, he's looking at me and being like, hey, your tax refund came in. Get yourself an allergist. And I'm like, okay, right. Because last year what he said was get yourself a chiropractor. Funny enough, both those things actually exist in the same building here. The same medical practice. We have an allergy, medical, and chiropractic care facility, I guess. So last year I utilized the chiropractor, which I'm very glad I did. It got me out of the really bad postures I have spent way too many years developing because of food service. I'm a lot better now. I did not continue after my maintenance sessions ended. I probably should. but I can't afford that, so nope. I will see the allergist though, because I don't want to be a sniffly mess forever. Blue Feather. I've been taking these online video editing and digital effects classes. I can now take a photo and deep fake nearly anything. Oh, cool. That's super neat. Now I need to sneeze. Give me a sec. Okay. Jeez. If it gets much worse, I may not end up, I don't know. I'll keep streaming, but man, it's miserable. Maybe I'll take something for it today. That's actually probably a good idea. I should get up and do that in a sec. But deep faking nearly anything, that's super neat. That's a cool skill to have. Do you have examples of work you've made in this style? I want to see. So this is the first and last units being connected here, and then I have one 15-0 bead underneath that needs to be put in place before I go to the other side. Ta-da! And there's one gap down here. Nope, where'd my bead go? It went away. One gap right there. I'm gonna cross over to this side and do the same thing on the inside that I did on the outside. Ta-da! And there's the other side. The bottom, I suppose. Probably bottom, if you want to think of it that way. This is the inside. Alright. Okay. Let me take that medication. One sec, I'll be right back. Alright, we'll see if that helps. Okay, I guess I'm itching. Itching everywhere. I haven't, like, for the most part, like, none of my face has been itching, but, like, the middle of my back, for some reason, just itches. Not bad, just, like, always in that spot you can't reach, but not normal random itches. It's just, like, consistent. No, it's weird. Weird. I'm not gonna analyze why. Do. Come on, so there we go. Okay. Camera, more struggles more at night, but the old one did too, so it's the price we pay for glow streams. Yeah, last week, part of the busy craziness was we ended up voting on last Tuesday in the primaries for Texas government. And our governor candidate won the primary, which is good. I need to check the rest of the results, but just Ixo told me that earlier today. I'm like, good. He's our best bet to get Abbott out of office. We don't need that goober there any longer than absolutely legal. Necessary is not a word I would use to describe this man, because he is not. Not for the people who live here. No thanks. So, yeah, we voted in our candidate. Maybe he'll do better this time than last time. I hope so. I feel like Texas is ready enough for a change, you know. We'll see. We'll see what happens later this year, though. Don't know. I might not even be, like, living in Texas later this year. That's an odd thought. I was already trying to accomplish not living in Texas anyway, but, like, for the last week and a half, I've was turned down for the last job I was interviewing for, so, like, it was like, okay, I guess I'm living in Texas. And after today, it's like, there's a slight possibility that I might not be living in Texas by the end of the year. That'd be fun. Move away by my birthday. By the sounds of it, like, move away by the beginning of June. Please move. I'm trying. There's a bead store in Colorado that really, really liked me and my resume enough to actually call me. Because let's be honest, my resume is a mile long and it's pretty impressive for what I do. It really is. And I got this voicemail on my phone earlier, which I didn't have time to check until I got back from my errands. And it was like, hi, this is the owner of such and such, you know, and we really like your resume, but it says here that you live in Texas. Why are you applying to a job in Colorado? It just made me laugh because I'm like, oh, you poor thing, you have no clue. And so I managed to catch her on the phone when I called back. This is the owner, and we just had a nice long chat, and she seemed super pleasant, and we'll see what happens. Colorado is further than you are now. I am sorry. Virginia didn't work out. They hard refused me. I gave them a list of my concerns in detail, and they thoroughly talked with each other about it and turned me down flat. Don't do working interviews, guys. I asked them what I'd be compensated, and then they just ran away. Apparently $300 for a plane ticket was all they were willing to spend on me. $300 for a plane ticket and the cost of shipping some beads to me and back to them. That's it. That's all they were willing to spend. It's like, no, you're gonna, obligate my time away for a whole damn week without still yet having decided that you want me. You're damn well gonna pay me for it. No. Then they're dumb. Well, of course they're dumb. They don't know what they're missing. They're idiots. That's okay. People are allowed to be idiots, unfortunately. We wouldn't have different kinds of people if there weren't idiots too. This other place has been in business since 91 or 92. I don't remember what she said. So, like, since I was a wee baby. A wee toddler. 3 or 4. Oh, jeez. And it just looks like a neat, whimsical bead store / gift shop. So, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Pretty hopeful. The owner sounded pretty impressed and pretty pleased, and you know, she started going along the if you manage to, you know, to move here route, if you manage to move here, we'll definitely hire you route. And I interjected, you know, when I got the chance, and I said, okay, here's the deal. In looking for places to rent, and this is not just Colorado, I cannot afford a house yet, but in looking for places to rent, a lot of the landlords are absolutely needing proof of employment before accepting or considering an application, right? Which is our biggest hurdle, is you gotta find somebody who wants to hire you, and you gotta find somebody who wants to offer you the job before you get there. And so I told her, a lot of these places want proof of employment, and so I would need an official job offer to even really start looking for a place to live. If you're willing, you know, to go through with that, then I would be happy to seriously start looking. For now, I'm browsing around, and she actually seemed to consider it. So, like, well, it was more along the lines of, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Okay, let me talk to my business partner, and then we'll, you know, move forward from there. So she said she was going to call the business partner after she hung up. Apparently I'd missed her by, I don't know how long, but probably just a little bit. So where was my next sentence? I don't know. So it seems promising. We'll see. The website seems nicely put together for a small bead store. A lot of the small bead stores are, the websites obviously aren't as thorough of a selection as what you would find in store, but it's mostly like bestsellers and stuff. And it looks like a lot of time and care and attention has been put into the online presence. They're the kind of people that respond to every single Google review, which is something. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's something. Like, I don't know. I think I've worked for a person or two that's done that, and so I don't quite know what to think of that, but she said the town where she lives is a little pricey because it's a tourist town, which tourist towns are going to be pricey. Sorry if I bumped the camera there. My bad. I grew up in a tourist town, which is actually 4 hours drive away from like where this new place is, and I'm like, I can be a stone's throw from home. A stone's throw from home? That's cool. My real home is where Queen Home Slices, though. So, like, it's in the name. Home. But I ain't moving back to Tennessee. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I would totally work at the Beaded Bungalow in Nashville. Philip and Victoria would absolutely love to have me, but I know they can't pay living wage. I've actually asked them about, like, working there before, years back, and what they quoted at the time was not close to living wage, and so I'm sure it's not much different now. Oh, no, don't come back here. I hate it here. I know you do. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Because Darth Vader has so many accolades to his name now. And you said it's his dream job, right? So like that's so tough. Is when like one partner is absolutely dying to leave and get out and the other one is perfectly content. Cuz I know that feel in a different way. Like in the I'm done with this town, can we please move? But I'm with somebody who was born in this town. That's been my life for almost the last decade. I know your feels. I absolutely know your feels. And insert state if you need to instead of town, but like, yeah. Oh no, when I first moved to Texas, like it was still at a time where it didn't have a fully functioning brain. and I still had like nostalgic feelings about Texas because of extended family that, you know, lives here and, you know, still makes me feel welcome when I go visit them. But they live in a different town. It's okay. My home is wherever he is. I can bear it. Fair enough. He's sweet. He's super sweet. Still sucks though. I think I'm making some progress. Woohoo! Woohoo! What are you up to today, Queen Home Slice? What are you doing tonight? Do you have a chill felt friends art project? Or just hanging? I want to know what your life looks like right now. Please tell me you didn't have jury duty today too, because that was. That's all the sentence is. That was. It was fine. I did not get selected, but I managed to wake up early, so there's a positive there. Still playing Animal Crossing. Oh yeah. And cookies. Oatmeal cookies. Brain. No, just work. Okay. My brain is a sieve. Apologies. I have never actually played an Animal Crossing. Well, something doesn't quite appeal, but I also haven't ever played it, so I can't really, like, tell you for sure if I like it, because when Stardew was first released, my roommate at the time, or our roommate, Nixo and I had a friend living with us. Bad idea, but he got Stardew for the PC and played it on his laptop, and you know, I'd watch him play it every now and then, and like it was just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And so it wasn't until Toys R Us was going out of business that Ixo found a copy of Stardew for like $15 for the PS4, right? And, you know, because we then had it, and he was like, hey, look what I found for not a lot. Would you like to try and play it? I'm like, not really, but okay. And so then I played it. And it took me, like, I don't know, a in-game week or two to really like understand the crap, I don't have enough time in this video game day. Let me try again tomorrow. The try again tomorrow loop. That's what caught me. And so I've played 500-600 hours. Jeez, between 2 save files. That's plenty. Oh shoot, that was supposed to be the last round here. And so, like, I have a feeling Animal Crossing would be the same way. Wait. I played Story of Seasons. What franchise is that? Is that Animal Crossing? No, it's not. That's Harvest Moon. I did not like that one. My friend Sarah bought me Stardew and I didn't get very far. I think it overwhelmed me. It's a lot has been added to it since I started playing, so if you're coming in with all the different add-ons, then I can absolutely understand why it would be overwhelming. Because there's just so much more to it now than there was when even, like, I first played it, and I came in super late. So I can totally understand that. And that's kind of how I feel anyway, is like on days where I've been overwhelmed with chores and then I go to play Stardew. I need a pink bead, not a black one. It's just like, this game is nothing but chores. I don't need this in my life right now. So, like, there are days where it's just like, this is absolutely the wrong thing. But it's the right level of chill, so it's, like, hard to replace. Animal Crossing on Switch, nearly 1,300 hours in 2 years. Holy moly! No, this was a couple years ago, not recent. Okay. But, yeah, no. Not every game is for everybody. And then, like, people will get all stupid, weird, and defensive of, how dare you not like this super popular thing? And it's like, everybody's got different tastes, dude. Chill. They don't always chill. Okay, so I've got the inside wall all finished. Let's see if I can get it all popping upwards. There we go. Now I need to figure out what size beads to use for the center on the top. They're going to be black, of course. Unless I have something else cool that glows. Doubt it. There we go. There's heart. So I think I just want small block beads, because the big ones would be cool, I guess, but I don't know, maybe I could do more big ones. No, go with gut instinct. That was the small stuff. Super cool. It's actually shaping up. It's actually getting sturdier, so that's great. I might still have to mop and glow it by the end, but we'll see about that. Okay, this goes here. Yes, okay. This will work. Okay, got it. Like, Like, you can't even see the black beads that I'm adding. Not really. They're there, I promise. So many black beads. I can hardly see them. Also trying to figure out the rest of my week, and I don't even have a clue what that's gonna look like. I know I need to reorder business cards because I'm out. I know I have an commission, an elephant pin, which so far is super cute, and I haven't even done much beadwork yet. Like after stream, that's gonna be what I'm working on off stream, actually. And tomorrow on stream, I'll probably be working on it some more. Maybe just try to finish it on stream tomorrow. I wonder if that will be too ambitious. It might be too ambitious. It's probably a bigger project than I think it is. It happens sometimes. What else do I need to do? I need to... whatever's on my list. Oh, I think there's a tutorial in there somewhere. I think I need to finish this tutorial. I'll show you the glow version of it, of the pattern. I need to finish this dude. Ta-da! Because I made the teddy bear, the glow teddy bear, a couple months ago on a glow stream. But the poinsettia version of this, the red and white, I need to finish my YouTube tutorial. So that's on my list of new and upcoming things to do. What was the other stuff? Did you know that anything unrelated to an elephant is irrelevant? Okay. You are silly. See if I can get my elephant out of here. No, he's stuck. I can't get him out. I'd show you my relevant elephant. If he wasn't tangled on the other desk over there. Yeah, I had the jury summons. I need to reorder business cards. I make the elephant pin. Glow streaming the heart pendant. Finish the poinsettia tutorial and write my first newsletter. Both on Patreon and on MailChimp. Hit a couple of different demographics there. Yeah, I have a Patreon, guys. If you don't know, go there. Go to the Patreon. Did I link it to Twitch? I'm pretty sure I did. Like, what does my page say? It should be right underneath. Yeah, it's right under the website. See, go support if you want beading patterns every week. I didn't do a beading pattern this last week because it was just a crazy ass last week. And so I just did a public post instead. Because I didn't have the brain power for like actual pattern decision making. So yeah, go do the thing. That's the thing. I don't think I even updated my commands for my socials to have my Patreon link. So I can't like click it under the thing. I'm a ding dong. You don't have to, but like I managed to make one and I've been posting consistently on the treating it like a blog. So there's that, and attaching small peyote and brick stitch, sometimes like square stitch charts or loom work to the posts. So most of them are Patreon locked. I do plan on having fairly frequent free to the public posts because it drives me up a wall. Like, I'm not currently in a position at the moment to support anybody on Patreon, which sucks. And I have an artist in mind that I do absolutely want to support because I love her art. But like, and this is unrelated to that particular artist, but just in general, when I'm looking at people's Patreons and trying to decide whether or not, you know, I would enjoy the quality of their posts, you know, just what they're all about. It's like there are so few, if any, just public posts. And I know the whole thing is paywall and support your artists and everything, but like, I'm not opposed to supporting artists, but I do want to know what the person's about before I choose to do so. So like, having a little more frequent access to what somebody chooses to share, you know, I don't know. I'm not making sense. I'm rambling. I'm just saying that I'm going to have more free to the public posts and not just patron locked posts than what I typically see. And that is a choice of my own. Like, I have had a blog for ages and ages and ages, you know, and like, I can just share what I share on the blog on the Patreon, you know, whenever I do blog posts on my actual website. So like, I don't know. No, I think that's a valid point. I made sense to somebody, but you're used to my rambling. But you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, so like, if I randomly search for beaters on Patreon, which there are a few, without knowing anything else about them, and if I'm only looking at the Patreon page, it's just like, and this goes for any artist, any creator, whatever. It's just like, I know nothing about you and all of this is locked. Like, give me something, you know? Because, you know, there might be those people out there that are just like, let me just throw money at somebody for a little while, you know? You want to give those people something, you know? And sure, Patreon is usually a end point of somebody's creative output. You know, they either come from Instagram, or they come from YouTube, or they come from wherever else the people are interacting with these artists, right? But at the same time, like, if people are searching within the platform, just within a medium, you'd want to give them something. And so that's my plan in approaching it. And I'm taking my time. I haven't advertised a heck of a lot. I only have one tier. It's a $5 tier, because if somebody's going to support me, they're going to support me. So it might as well be $5. You know. And I may have lower tiers and higher tiers in the future, but I'm not opening up any other tiers until I get 10 patrons. And however long that takes. It could take, you know, a few months. It could take a few years. But until I get 10 patrons, I'm not opening up another tier. Because I know myself. I know the way that I respond to organic growth. And I have a tendency to bite off way more than I can chew. And, like, I'm not going to work and bust my butt, you know, for all these tiers when there's nobody there, right? So, or when there's not enough people there to justify the work. I learned that lesson on Twitch. Hi. Biting off more than you can chew and overpromising. Yes, I totally learned that lesson on Twitch. Goodbye, Kaleidocycles. You're not happening. No more. For those of you who didn't know yet, there are no more Kaleidocycles. I have mentioned this both on stream and in my Discord if you need to go back and look. And that also means no commissions either, because I am 5,000% burnt out. So no commissions, no Kaleidocycles. I won't even make one this year, except the bracelet one, the Cool Crab color palette bracelet one that I started several years back. So, is it 2019? Jeez. Look, it's taking shape though. You can see how much stronger it is, which is nice. The inside is being lined with the 15s, and I'll come back around and I'll be lining the outside with the 15s. So yeah, that's my current Patreon, I guess pet peeve, squabble. I don't know what the right word is that I'm trying to think of, but yeah, you know, and it's cool just to give people who are supporting you even more to look at, as well as people who aren't supporting you. I just like to share, I guess. I don't know how to really do this corner, so we'll see how this works out. I might have to do a couple of different rounds here. Let's try to use the bead that's in place. I don't know. Let's find out. Seriously, did I have a bead there? I did have a bead. I can't see some of these black beads. I'm so sorry. I'm off camera. Out of focus. But I can say that even though this is Bob and Nimo, I have not tangled once this whole stream, which was the problem with the Ceylon. That's why they all got banished. Do you remember the banishment? We banished all the Ceylon at the same time because the purple was evil. So it ended up in our Ort jar, every bit of it. Shame, because that one glows. I didn't know that one glowed. But that's okay. Good riddance to an evil thread. There are very, very, very few things I absolutely do not recommend for beaders to use. Like, most things have a use. Most things have a purpose in the medium. Ceylon deserves banishment. It's pretty. That seems to be its only purpose, is to be pretty. That's not enough. Not enough. This is a navy colored Nimo. This is what I have labeled. It looks black on stream. It looks a little purple directly under the black light, but yeah, this is navy colored Nimo. Obviously very hard to see in the dark, but that's okay. This whole art form is very hard to see in the dark. I don't mind. It's okay. And that's another reason, like, my glow streams are a little shorter, is because it's a bit more of an eye strain. Not always a huge eye strain, but occasionally it can be an eye strain. Especially if I'm, like, rethreading my needle a ton. You know, it's not good. Not good. Haha, I'm funny. Go. Yeah, this was the best choice. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with my choices. Oh wait, this one didn't get, like... I didn't do anything with that. Okay. So, I'm just gonna have to remember what I'm doing over here, but I am gonna backtrack. Wait, no, I technically don't have to backtrack. I can come back around and fix that when I come back and line this. Okay. We're good. I'm just reinforcing this stitch, apparently. Okay, so we're fine. Back where we need to be. Just gotta remember that when I get all the way around. That's asking a lot. Remember the point. Secure the point. Secure the tip. Okay, I'm liking this project a lot better now. Now that I've got some, it's got some sturdiness to it. It's got some strength. We're not just flopping around all over the place. Got some weight behind it. Going slow, but like keeping good tension. All of his heart. I like it. I like it a lot. What do you guys think I should do with it? Should it just be a pendant and call it good? Put a chain on it and call it good? Which is a little more complicated than that. I like to have somewhat fancy chains, but it's still put a chain on it and call it good. Or should we do something else? Like a hair barrette? Or a brooch? Now with it being open like this, I don't know that a brooch is the greatest idea. See too much of the finding. Make it the centerpiece for a bracelet. And just have like macrame cords come off both ends. See what floss I have that glows anyway. That'd be a big bracelet though. That wouldn't quite. I think just pendant. Hello, BK. Welcome. Long time no bead. It feels like it for me. I don't feel like I've beaded much in the last 2 weeks. You like the bracelet idea? That is the more complicated of the options. Please elaborate. How would you assume that a bracelet with this heart would look? What would that look like? We're gonna crowdsource the idea. Lol, how are you doing? I've been beading quite a bit on my end. Lucky. I don't know. Life has just thrown a lot at me recently. I can't even remember what happened last Monday, but like, oh, I was recovering from the home and garden show, so I was just like stupid exhausted because I haven't done a 2-day show in years. And then Tuesday I went out and I voted and I streamed and I did something else Tuesday evening that I don't remember. And then Wednesday was, I don't know what Wednesday was. Like, I guess I was just catching up or something. And then Thursday I had both a therapy session and I went out and hung with a friend, which was amazing. She was great. We watched the first few episodes of Twin Peaks Season 3 together, which I own on DVD. And she sent me home with a boatload of books. Oh yeah, I baked muffins on Monday. And then I went to the Farmers Market Association meeting on Tuesday. That's what it was. Euclidean Mind, hello and welcome. Long time no bead. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Euclidean, how was your stream? What were you doing today? Oh my gosh, thank you for the raid. Queen Home Slice. Friendship thread coming out of either side or beaded onto a flat bracelet like my Prompto one made on a loom. Oh. Or like the black felt for the flick necklace. Although I don't think I have felt anymore. Where did I get that? Hello, gorgeous Pearl. Hello, Euclidean. How are you doing today? BK, I found out I had a few people that were in my Discord that Discord booted. What? That can happen? Well, like, there's always the possibility that people leave, too, if they're not very active and they just, like, voluntarily purge the Discords they're in. I haven't done that much lately, but yeah. Give me just a second. Gotta use the potty. Yes, go rest up and recuperate. Be back if you so choose. Hello, Sniping Floof, and thank you for the follow. Twitch crashed and we rated my iPad hates me today. Hello. I'm sorry, Twitch crashed. Oh no. Hi, welcome in. How are you today? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I am making a glowing heart, as you can see. This is made out of seed beads, which start off as little tiny piles of colored glass, and they end up like this. What else do I have that glows? Duh, I know the answer to that. Give me a second. Where are you at? Anyway, this is my coolest glow project. Nothing will top it. Trogdor! Oh, I gotta zoom out. The Glowinator! Rawr! Oh, this is my glow dragon. Got a big beefy arm. He's got a glow sphere in the middle because this was my first beaded ass dragon, and it fit, so I made a giant ass beaded bead out of glow beads. His wings also glow if you set it closer to the black light, so they glow kind of pinky orange. So he cool. Okay, I was able to message them and double check on that, thankfully. I was like, did you do this or did you leave? I completely understand if people purge, but after seeing it to a few other streamers, I had to double check. Oh, really? It was ones that usually let me know if they're leaving or if there was an issue, so it was questionable. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't have the experience there to really offer any advice. If people have left, I don't really know about it. But also, like, there are lots and lots of Discords and lots of crafters and creators that you can follow here on Twitch, so I totally understand. Like, I'm only active in a handful myself, so. Sniping Floof. My iPad's been giving me problems all day. Cute heart, by the way. Thank you. The base of the heart was available on, what's it called again? beadjewelrymaking.com. Okay. So here is the diagram. That was the bottom of the heart. And I've just been embellishing that. So this is the bottom, which is that diagram that I just showed you. And then I've been doing the rest myself because I wanted it to be cubic right angle weave instead of a regular right angle weave, which are beading stitches, for those who don't know. And I'm almost done zipping up the top here. This is kind of like a cheater right angle weave, so it's not like proper units. So it doesn't have full sturdiness. It's a little more flexible than it should be for proper right angle weave, but I don't care. It saves me time and it does the job just as well. And sometimes the flexibility is actually handy. In this case, it neither helps nor hinders. It's okay. Pearl is a OG. Thanks. Yeah, I guess it's something like if they're inactive for so many days, it gets rid of them. You know, I'm actually kind of okay with that, because if somebody's inactive, that means they're not participating. And if they're not participating, you know, just an automatic, like, purge is cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, if it happened to me and I was the one being booted from servers that way, you know, then I would just be like, hey, links for the digital declutter. because I'm lazy about decluttering my own stuff anyway. But that's maybe an unpopular opinion. You know, don't talk to me about it if you don't agree with what I just said. Raven introduced me to her. Right? Yes, I learned about Euclidean from Raven's stream and her gaggle of friends. Which I'm never like awake or at my desk at the right time anymore on Sundays to catch Raven's streams. Maybe she's busy. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I've also decided Sundays are my day off, so I might just be doing day off things. Cool. Yes. Yes, I know Raven. All the beaters know each other on Twitch. Don't you guys know this yet? Like, if you don't know it, you'll learn it fast. Like, all the beaters know each other. At least the bead streamers know each other. Maybe not all the beading viewers know each other yet, but all the beading streamers know each other. I know a fair amount of them. There aren't many new ones that pop up that I don't find eventually. So, sniping floof. I'll be back in like 10 to 15 minutes or so. Gonna go make some more tea. Make some for me too, and tell me what it is. I love tea. It is my beverage of choice. Hot or iced or lukewarm. That's fine too. Because it happens. Oh, what did we do here? How did I end up with an extra stitch? Oh, I guess it's on the inside. Ooh, what do we do here? Ooh. What do we do here? I don't know. I don't know how to, like, since this part is not in the diagram, I'm kind of making it up myself. Sorry, I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm doing right here in the middle. So this connection point here and this connection point here are a bit tricky. I have to remember to do something with this one when I get back down here. Also, my thread is going to be too short again. How? I guess, yeah, right angle weave just eats a lot of thread, guys. I keep forgetting this is a thing, but it is a thing. Guess this. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with what I know. BK, I mean, yeah, it does help, but for someone I've known since I started 4 years ago, and I know they look but may not react, I like to double check with it. Fair enough. Ones that I don't know well, though, that setting can be handy. True. If an issue has come up that I may need to know about as well. True. Yeah, I don't really know. But that's weird. Like, because you'd think it'd be going both ways, though, right? Like, so if you have people being auto-timed out of your Discord after X many days, the same would be happening to you, right? From Discords where you may not be active. Has that happened to you? Because I know I have Discords I haven't touched in a minute. They're still there, but I have not looked at them in a while. And there are some that I should be active in more than I actually am, and I just keep forgetting. Oh, I could probably, like, put another green one in there when I get ready to, like, fix up that corner. I don't know. Okay. We're working on it. We're getting close to finishing the interior here. Or did I just? Oh, shoot. Okay, no, I need to undo the stitch I just did because that should be the last stitch. There is a black bead there. I can't see the black beads very well. I also can't thread my needle very well. So, you know, it's just a struggle bus kind of stream. It's the real reason we're here is to watch me struggle. It's a silly struggle though, like, why would you do this to yourself kind of struggle. There we go, because that was the first stitch of the round. I just need one black bead on the outside of this one. Okay, okay, we understand now, somewhat. This bead right here, and then a black bead right here, I believe. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. We're good. Okay, now I go the other way. PK, like, if you were to get booted, I would double check because I've known you for so long. Even though I'm inactive, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I get what you mean. Certain people I know usually wouldn't just leave without saying something at some point. Fair? Maybe. I don't know. But also, maybe they would leave and just feel too embarrassed to say anything. That would be an option too. Like they wouldn't want to say anything because they feel like they'd be hurting somebody's feelings actively, but just by disappearing, you know, then it kind of it's an avoidant type maneuver, because that is totally something I would do. Like, I wouldn't want to, like, bring up a weird conversation. I would probably just, like, leave a Discord, and then if somebody asks later, be like, oh, I was in too many Discords. But I don't know that I would always say something first. Speaking for myself, you know. But, like, I get your point, too. I think there's a lot of different ways to think about it. But, again, there aren't that many people of Discords I would consider leaving that would follow up with me, you know. So, it wouldn't be a huge issue. That's true, but that's why I double check. Fair enough. I don't know. Just speaking for myself, there would be times, and it might even depend on the day, you know, of being like, yeah, I don't really want to say anything, but I'm just purging Discords, but I don't want to, like, start a whole thing with somebody by telling them I'm leaving, because that could be hurt feelings, and then it just, like, devolves from there. There you go. A little dot in the middle. Does that look okay? Looks okay to me. And then this dot, this black bead here. Then attach this to this black bead that's somewhere in between these two. Found it, okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to attach new thread again soon. No, I'm not ready. I guess I'm going that direction then. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was going to head that direction, but this connection point kind of made it happen the other way. Just now is a good time for me to attach a new thread. Ooh, I like the dot in the middle though. I think it's cute. Cute. Boop. Camera. Gonna play nice. There we go. Look it. I love. And then here's the back so far. So it's got a bit of a wider black base with 4mm black beads. I just have the 11s on the inside here, but it's got this nice cool taper effect. Gives it a neat thick green border. New thread though. New thread. Water. I almost want tea, but I think I'll save that for after stream. I'll have some peppermint tea after stream. Nope, lost it. It's gone. Okay. New thread! It's long enough to where I can actually like weave it in when I'm done. Woohoo! The new one is not as long. Oh well. Come on. Untangle. Separate. Okay. I like to hold the new thread, the old threads back as I work with the new thread. My nose edges. This Bobbin and Imo has been actually pretty good. I haven't had a single tangle all night, which is amazing. Guess that shows you how much I was working with Ceylon recently anyway before I banished it. This is one of the ones that doesn't have like the cardboard ends. Sometimes that happens. I don't know why it doesn't have the cardboard ends. I bought it at my first bead shop actually, the one in Nashville. It's called the Beaded Bungalow. It's a really amazing bead shop. It captured my little 15, 16-year-old heart. The owners are so sweet too. Be right back. Need to check on Ember. All right. Say hi to Ember for me. All bead red here. So all I'm doing now is I'm adding one little black bead in between each of the unit edges of the green. So like all these polka dots along the edges here, doing the same thing up top. And that's the final reinforcement of this piece because I've already got them all the way around on the inside. Hope I didn't miss any. It's too dark to tell. I don't know. It's always funny when I'm glow beading to look at a piece like the next day or like turn the lights on after stream and be like, oh, that was a mistake. Oh. Kind of how I felt about this heart when I got done with it last time around. I ended up not salvaging it. I mean, I salvaged it. I didn't scrap it for tonight. I was going to scrap it and start entirely over. But then Lazy Pearl kicked in and said, hey, just finish the thing. Just put a chain on it. and now chat wants me to make a macrame bracelet. But like, it's going to be huge if it's a bracelet. But also like cool. I think people would dig it. So I may go with that. I wouldn't know like what technique or pattern to use. Aside from like I guess other hearts that glow. We'll see if I have floss that matches that also glows. I don't think I have many colors. And like my glow green, I think I used up a long time ago. So if I have an orange, maybe. Although this is technically pink. So, you know, this is pink in daylight. It's what is it called? It's Toho 980. That's not helping me. It's like a fuchsia lined teal. No, aqua. It's a fuchsia lined aqua. Color lined beads are very likely to glow when they're neon and luminescent. So I think these were luminous. Oh, there's my knot. Ah. You just had to prove a point, didn't you? That was fine. We were fine. We didn't need this to happen. Ah, gotcha. Alright. Time to get out the wax. Thread heaven! I'm gonna be so set. Ah! Loud. Sorry. Hey. Yo, face. I did not know that was on autofocus. Okay. So set for thread heaven for a while. Not that you can buy it anymore anyway. I still like it better than thread magic. Like, they do the same thing, but there's just something slightly better about the thread heaven. It's like such a similar product and they look the same. But hello, welcome back, Sniping Floof. Green tea. Ooh. Green tea. So you want to be somewhat awake tonight. It is caffeine free for me all the way this time of night if I want to actually be awake like a human tomorrow. Which I do because I have pre-stream stuff to do tomorrow. Like reorder business cards, which also means redesign business cards because I'm tired of looking at the old ones. And I know it only takes like a couple minutes in Photoshop, but come on, I'm tired and I don't want to do that much work. I just want to press the reorder button. Okay. Trying to see where I'm at on this. Okay. Because I had to remember to do something on this corner, so I was trying to remember what it was. Caffeine makes me sleepy for some reason. You are a magical human. Caffeine makes me anxious as all get out. Like, it increases the cortisol level in my blood so high that I just am a nervous wreck. Like, especially if I've had like more than, like, and it's worse with coffee. It's worse with coffee than anything else. Which I attribute entirely to my days as a barista. Because consuming as many free beverages as baristas get to get through their day will eventually give you anxiety. I am living proof of this. I never had any anxiety problems before working at a corporate Starbucks. 3 years later, that was not the case. 3 years later, I was a wreck of a human. So, don't have coffee every day. Not all day, every day, anyway. Before that point, I was fine. Did I mess something up? Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out what the heck I did. Okay, I love the glow, but sometimes I goober the glow. Okay, I think I got it. You see my hair. Yeah, if you want to see the actual colors of these beads, that's what they are. Green and pink. I don't know, I went with more of a green than a pink because it was a Valentine's Day thing, but you know, whatever. Either way should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The thread looped around something weird. I don't know why. I don't like coffee, honestly. Caffeine, tea's better for me. I'm more of a tea person. I will drink both. I will not drink more than a single cup of coffee in a day. Like, I do not need the extra caffeine. Not in the form of coffee. The L-theanine in tea is more useful to my brain. So you are absolutely do not have to love coffee. I know there's a bitter debate. Bitter debate. Got myself. I'm funny. Anyway. About who loves more. Who loves which one more. Yeah. I do have, like, some Celestial Seasonings teas right now, though. I could do the peach tonight. The peach is caffeine free. Make it like a peaches and cream with milk. I don't know. That tea doesn't quite work warm for me, and I'm too lazy to ice it. Properly ice it. I don't know. There's others in there though. Whee! We're getting somewhere. Woohoo! I did not expect to actually get this far on this tonight. I don't know what happened. Oh, there weren't knots. That's what happened. I'm using a good thread. Invest in your tools and your materials and don't get crappy materials. Like I said before, like, I'm not the kind of person that's going to, like, diss a lot of beading supplies. Like, everything pretty much has its use. But every now and then there's something that I just absolutely cannot stand to work with, and I never order it again, you know. Ceylon, the beading thread, is craptastic. Don't buy it. Just don't. I don't care how pretty it looks. It is not pretty to work with. It is not nice to work with. Don't let the bright colors fool you. Just don't do it. They're trash. Like, the second you look at them, they're trash. Like, seriously, I am not willing to de-stash them and inflict them on other people kind of trash. That's how trash a thread it is. So I banished them to the art jar. They're gone. They're not being used. They're just art at this point. They're just like thread type sand art at this point. Not worth it. Not worth it, man. Okay, I think I'm done. Well, I've got the bead that's somewhere in here to go through. I found it. Okay. If you want real good tea, don't buy tea at the store. Yeah. You have to buy it online, and I'm a lazy online shopper. Although, in my town, there is a tea store. It is well hidden inside the Auric vacuum store, but there is a tea store in the vacuum store. So, I know it's weird, but vacuuming and tea together. What's the brand? What's the fancy brand of vacuums? They also make a tea machine, which is why they started offering tea. I don't remember anymore, but it's cool. So that store is perfectly fine to buy tea at. I just haven't been in a minute, and I should go. And then I forget because I'm never on that side of town anymore because I don't live down the street from it anymore like I used to. So it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind thing for me. I'm gonna try to tie this thread off now. Not causing too much trouble, I hope. Ooh. Ah, those beads are... Damn. A little too full. Not so full that it will break the bead if I pull with pliers, but a little too full. Hey, Trogdor! You're not allowed. You can't have it. Okay. What do you want? No, Trogdor, not allowed. Did I half hitch? I don't remember if I half hitched. Almost done here for the night. Like I said, glow streams are a bit short. Just there's a lot of eye strain and a little bit of frustration that happens as well. So I don't push it too far. And that's why they happen at night is, well, for one, I need the sun to set so that it's dark in here. And for two, yeah, the eye strain and the, not as social at night as I am during the day. I'm a lot more chipper during the day, so there we go. Okay, so we have the heart, but I need to tie in these two threads here, and I need to burn this one. Although I might be able to snip that one short enough. I still need to burn something over there. I feel growing tea is best quality and tastes better. I don't even think we're anywhere near a region that is well suited for growing tea. I have watched videos, plenty of them, on the process, and it's like full scale operation level of dedication. I am happy to purchase teas. I'm happy to purchase quality teas from stores and from cool brands and stuff. There we go. Okay. Like, I love growing plants. I mostly like growing flowers. I think I've had one tomato plant and a cantaloupe that froze. So I never got actual cantaloupes, but it was producing fruit. It was just too late in the season. So that's all I've had, like, food-wise. But I'm not opposed to growing food. It's just I have rabbits in my backyard, so I don't really want to do the extra work to dissuade the bunnies from the food source. Because I know that rabbits are quite difficult to manage when you have an edible garden. And, like, they're not harming anything. They're not doing anything to the rest of the yard or, like, even the foundation of the house or anything. So, like, they're harmless. I do more harm to them by accident than they do to me or my plants. I do have to be careful about, like, what I leave on the patio as far as, like, what's in the containers and what's easily reachable by rabbits. But yeah, that's the biggest reason I don't garden food, is because there's a warren in my backyard. Which is fine. We have cool bunny neighbors that take care of themselves. It's the closest we're gonna have to pets. So in Arizona, you have to do certain stuff to make sure the plant is healthy and is protected from too much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you even grow tea in Arizona? Like, that doesn't seem realistic. Like, that seems, like, ambitious. Tam, I'm gonna head off playing Pokemon now. That's not as idle as Animal Crossing. Well, love you. See you tomorrow for a regular stream. Yes, I'll be here at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for you, friend. But also, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I miss you and I love your face. Here, I love you. I love you. Goodbye, friend. Well, I do. So, yes, I would say so. Oh my gosh. Just color me impressed because, yikes, I don't think I could grow my own tea. But again, I've never tried. So. And I do like gardening. But I don't like the size of my yard. It is far too big. And the yard work takes up the majority of my outside time. And it's very demanding and it grows very fast. This is like Bermuda grass in Texas, and so it's pretty quick grown grass. It is thankfully drought tolerant, so I don't have to water a lot. But oh, wait, no, go this way. Ugh. Oh, BK, what are you going to put the heart on? I may have missed that. Oh, I love you, miss you, bye. I may have missed that if you said earlier. Well, Queen Home Slice wants me to make it a bracelet with DMC floss as macrame work, which I could do. I think it's a bit big for a bracelet. Well, let's be more accurate. It's a bit big for a bracelet for the budget of the people where I live. Because everything I make is for sale. And if I get too fancy with something, then it will never sell. And I like to move stuff. I don't give too many gifts. So, like, I like it to move and I like it to sell. But you also never know what someone's gonna like. So, heart. Ah. I've got some fuzzies that I'll have to burn off. But a heart! Ta-da! I'm gonna put my beads up. I think I got all the connections roughly. Like, it's not as sturdy as it could be because, like I said, this was fast right angle weave. I didn't actually cubic right angle weave. I didn't actually like do the reinforcements this direction across the way because I didn't do it one unit at a time. I did it as a full heart, then walls, and then a top, but I didn't. I can't ever explain that. Sniping floof. It can handle the high temperatures if it gets some light shade and protection from the late afternoon sun. I'm a good gardener. It's hard but manageable. All right, that's amazing. Kudos to you. Good job. I don't know. I'm an okay gardener. I enjoy it. I enjoy it, but I haven't gotten super in depth about anything. Just, I would say more of a common sense gardener, like, no way a tropical plant is gonna live here. Not outside and in the ground. As much as I really would love to have a bougainvillea climbing my house, it's not gonna happen. I would love a bougainvillea climbing my house. I can't keep them in pots though, and I have done so successfully. I did end up giving mine to a friend last year. I don't know if they're still alive. I didn't actually look outside well, no, they shouldn't be outsideable. I didn't go anywhere other than the kitchen and living room in her house, so she could have had them somewhere when I was over there last Tuesday. But I gave mine away because I was getting a little too many, like, plant overwhelm. I wasn't actually caring for everything that I had. Mostly because I was in, like, need to move away from Texas mode, which I still am. So it's like, I love gardening, but I don't want to invest in more plants because I don't know if I'm gonna like be here long term enough for them, either in the ground or just even in pots. And like, how many plants do I really want to move across state lines, right? Just a few, honestly, like just a few, the most of the sentimental ones, and that's it. Or even just to another town in the state. Like, I still wouldn't want to move many plants. My mom moved all of hers in the back of the Suburban when we went from New Mexico to Tennessee. And so that's what I plan to do with mine, in the back of my Pathfinder if I ever leave. So, there we are. I think I got it all. Do I have any fuzzies that I need to burn off? I think so. I'm putting the light on. Give me a sec. I'm doing this because Ceylon is a really fuzzy thread, and it was a nightmare. So it leaves little bits of stuff. We're good though. Yeah. In case you didn't know, you can like burn away all the fuzzy bits of your thread with, well, I have a grill lighter because that's the only lighter in the house. We don't smoke. I did have a cigarette lighter that I bought at the dollar store, but it like ran out real quick. So grill lighter works just fine. I don't own a thread zapper because, you know, why do you need a thread zapper if you got that already? That's an example of like a beading tool that I think is highly unnecessary. Like, sure, yeah, you can get it closer to your work and cut your thread that way. I still just use embroidery scissors to cut my thread, and if I need it to be burned closer to the work, I just use a lighter that costs a lot less than what the $16, $17 tool just for burning thread. I'm like, fire does the job just as well. Anyway, here is the finished heart. It is lit up a little bit. But yeah, it's pink and green. So I'm thinking, oh, nope, there we are. Found some more fuzzies. Makes sense, yeah. Man, that purple thread was evil. Oh, don't put the tip on the mat, just in case it's still hot. But yeah, there's like a lot of jewelry tools that just have a markup for no apparent reason when something else will just do the job better. And like, there's beading specific tools that are that way a lot. I don't know what happened here, but I did a weird goof up kind of thing. Oh well, I don't know. It is what it is at this point. Like, I'm not going back and fixing anything. You know, I missed a couple stitches properly, but proper stitches, I don't know. Looks cool though. I do the same thing. Well, maybe I should, I don't know. Yeah. Thread. I need thread. So the cross stitchers out there and other embroiderers are gonna hate me for this, but you know, stitching is not my main medium, nor will it be. Zoom out. Okay. I got a caboodle. Glow threads. Let's see if I can see what glows. See what glows that might match the thing.
people keep telling me to do art with drawing pad and a digital drawing app or something, but paper and pencil does just as well. Yeah, traditional media is amazing. I need to scoot back, and this is in my way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, like Ixo, he still mostly does pencil and paper. He's been doing some Photoshop pieces lately. Doing a matching set, which is super cool. Just for the fun of it. If he wants to share, that's amazing. If he doesn't want to share, then it's just for him. I don't know. Anyway. This table is not the right size for this caboodle. See, these were the colors that would have worked, and look what's used up first. Bah! Those would have been perfect. Those would have been absolutely the right shades, but I don't have more. Oh wait, here's the green. There's the green. Okay. Do I have the orange though? I don't know. But yeah, these are all just loose skeins because I don't care. I don't care. I can't be bothered. Whoop. And we go. Ta-da! Matching green. Too bad I didn't actually have pink around the outside, because now it's going to be too green heavy. Unless I do pink beads in there somehow. Oh man, using a macrame board for black light, it would be hard. Okay, I just seen a meme that said, I am staying home today, I have mood poisoning. Dude, that was like me on Saturday. Like, I went to the farmer's market, and like I was in one of the lesser traffic spots, you know, and so it was like, no, don't, you're not allowed to be mad at this. You've made your best sales day ever being in this spot. You're fine. And so I wasn't upset about that, but like the wind kept like being the worst, being the absolute worst. I don't know. I might need colors, proper colors showing now. The wind was awful. It was just trash. The wind was trash, and it was trying to trash my artwork, and I was so mad at it at some point that I said, "Your mood needs food," to myself. I don't know why I'm so happy with this phrase, but like, your mood needs food is the happiest thing I've told myself in a long time. And then I got out my lunch and I started eating my lunch. That pink is kind of close. This one would be nicer, but I don't have more of it unless it's on here somewhere. Yeah, and so I just ate my lunch, and it actually helped. So that was great. So is that it? Hey, I found it. Cool. Okay, let's try those two then. One of them glows, the other one doesn't. That's unfortunate, but you know, that's what I have. I am a stash buster. I use what I have. I got given a bunch of this floss, and then I bought these at an estate sale down the street for me, so like, I don't care. It is whatever. But Ixo found a caboodle the other day, and so like I transferred some containers around to make this fit. Get in there. Big caboodle too, like way bigger than the one I had as a kid. So ta-da! So this shows up fairly okay. It's not super glowy, but it's a little reactive, I guess. I don't know, not really, but you know, color shows appropriately.
Sniping floof. I can Photoshop and find digital art cool, but I like doing it the traditional way. Do it the way you love. That's all that matters. BK wind equals vendor's worst enemy. I'm pretty okay with it most of the time. It's just when it gets up over 20 miles an hour that I start cursing it out. Jess, thank you for the resub. 34 months. My goodness. And I'm not any younger. Time for bed. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good sleepy time. Sleepy time. Rockabye Jess tonight, huh? Oh. Have a caboodle for my nail polish. Nail polish. I have a nail polish. I got a new one today. Look, it glows. Ah! I'm so excited. This is the same brand as the orange one that I was using a couple weeks back. Goodness. Yeah, it's super blue glowy. Glowy blue. Yeah. Sweet sounds of lullabies on kazoo. Bedtime lullaby kazoo time for you. Awesome. I need to redo my nails. Yeah, so this is Color Mania. I got it at Walmart. It's the same brand. So I figured the same brand would also glow because the last one glowed. And I was right. So I'll have blue and orange to work with together. They're complementary colors. I'll have a base coat of blue and just decorate with orange on top next time I do it. I'm going to let my nails grow out just a little bit more because I just clipped them today. But finally, my 2 broken nails were able to be clipped, and I'm so happy that I didn't like rip any cuticles in the whole process. It took several weeks though. This thumbnail still has a little bit of super glue on it, so I can't quite get everything off yet. Yeah. Jess, I shipped your package today. We'll get your tracking to you tomorrow. Oh yeah. I'd almost forgotten. Thank you. Thank you, Jess. I look forward to it. Yes, please. No, you mentioned bed and now I'm sleepy. How'd you do that? How did you do that? All right, so I think I'm actually at a stopping point tonight. We did make the heart. This side was already completed from 3 weeks ago, like Valentine's Day. But we did finish this side today. And it's gonna be a bracelet, I guess. I don't know. Bracelet. That's huge. Like, I don't know. It's not right for my wrist, but it could be good for somebody else. So I'd probably have to weave the cords through here somehow. See if I have black. I hope I have black. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's too much, but also I kind of want to try it. I don't know. Like, but it does lay nicely on the wrist. Like the curve, the inner curve of the beadwork here does actually sit kind of nice on the wrist. So like, I could try it. It could be a giant cuff. Like could be a giant cuff. Could be. We could go macrame, or I could do like experimental loom work. Kind of want to do the experimental loom work. Oh, this is too hard, guys. Like, we could just go all out, just like huge ass beaded cuff nonsense forever with like fiber and cool stuff. I could warp this on the loom. And like the inside could be woven with fiber or something. Oh, there's too many options. There's too many options. Okay. I can do weird stuff on a loom with this.
But I need to free up my loom first. And I know I'm planning on glow streaming again in 2 weeks. I'm not going to do it every week because that's a bit much for me. But in 2 Mondays from now, I don't think I'm going to have the Domino's bracelet finished. That's what's occupying the loom, is the Domino's. I think I'm like only a third of the way through with this. But I haven't picked it up in a while. So like the Domino bracelet is taking it up. I've decided I really need another loom. Like, I need a wide-ass bracelet loom. But one that I can store somewhere in my space that's not just going to take up a lot of vertical space. It needs to take up horizontal space. Domino bracelet next stream. Tomorrow, no. I actually have a commission this week. Otherwise, I would be doing the domino bracelet because I need to free up the loom. I'm doing an elephant brooch. He's all tangled up over there, though. I'd show you otherwise. But, yeah, just a little elephant pin. So it's a commission I got a week and a half ago. Yeah, this is... We could do a fiber cuff. We could do a fiber cuff with this. So this matches this bead color in daylight, which is pretty good. And this matches this green glow. And then I could do a bunch of fun stuff with just black beads, black and texture. We could do a textured cuff. That sounds fun. Oh, but I do have... Aha! Okay. Maybe there's an aha moment. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where... Of course it's in use. But I do have pink upholstery thread, which I was going to end this bracelet anyway. This glows. So this is my pink upholstery thread. It's got a project on it right now. But this glows and can be used as the warp threads for the crazy ass loom cuff thing. Now that this is a plan. Okay, I've got to write this all down after stream. So I think it's nice. Thank you, Sniping Floof. You're going to head to bed? All right, nice chilling with you. Have a good day, Pearl, and you chat. Stay safe, everyone. Much love. Stay safe. Have a good night. It was good to see you for the first time. Thanks for coming in with Euclidean's raid, and sweet dreams and pleasant tea for you. Sweet dreams. But no domino stream for now. Hopefully next Tuesday I should be done with the elephant. I wanna be done with the elephant tomorrow. I think it could be a one-day build. I was trying and aiming for that today, but stuff happened. So, elephant Tuesday, tomorrow stream. Might get it most of the way done. And then I think I'll get it finished up on Wednesday. Yeah. Oh yeah, I bought this. Let's get this out of the box. Out of the box! It's just a blacklight flashlight. Got it at Walmart. There was this whole little section of glow-in-the-dark stuff. It had some blankets, like some fleece blankets where the patterns lit up. And, you know, standard glow-in-the-dark stuff does light up under blacklight, which now I know the answer. Because I wasn't quite sure, but it does. BK has to head to bed yourself. Have to take a little me to school in the mornings and have some beading to do. Alright, so I've just got stars. We can decorate the frame or something with the glow stars. I don't know. Looks like they have... Oh, this is loud plastic sound. Sorry, guys. Those stars, it looks like they have some instructions. Don't eat this, you know. Battery instructions for the flashlight. And some little adhesive dots for the wall. These were just taped in place. But that's super cool. Let's see. How do I get this open? It's not many stars. It's like 12. That's something, I guess. Sorry, I got distracted at the industry. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna sit and play with my stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stars, but there's 12 dots. How dare you? Okay. What does this say? 3 AAA batteries? How do you fit 3 AAA batteries in that thing? Move the screw from the side of the flashlight using a Phillips screwdriver. Not included right here. That would be my jewelry screw. Ooh, I have one of those. Twist the cap on the bottom of the flashlight to access the battery compartment. Insert batteries with the correct polarity as indicated in the battery compartment. Do not mix old and new batteries. Do not mix alkaline, standard, or rechargeable batteries. Place the battery compartment and the cap on the bottom of the flashlight. Use a Phillips screwdriver to replace the screw on the side of the flashlight. Your flashlight is now ready for use. That's, you're like, how do you have such a tiny screwdriver right within reach? It's like, I wear eyeglasses. Of course I have a tiny screwdriver right within reach. I'm gonna need better light to do this by. But I have a black light flashlight, which is perfect because I've been wanting one for my keys so that when I buy supplies in person, I can just click and see if it glows. And this was like $3-4 at Walmart. The last one I bought was $6 keychain, and it was like all rusted out on the inside. The battery leaked everywhere, and I tried to repair it and just gave up after a couple hours of not being successfully able to clean it. So this will be cool. Hopefully it works and it's long lasting and that it's not, you know, as cheaply made as the last thing I bought. So BK, I'm going to start a new dragon tomorrow. Ooh, cool. I know what the center bead will be, but I'll be winging the other colors. All right, have fun with that. No dragons for me. I know you know that, but it's just like, no dragons. No dragons for Pearl. I've made my 3. I've made 3 dragons. 2 of them I've shared photos publicly. Maybe I did the 3rd one too. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got in me. Like, I honestly don't think I'd even take commissions for them. I'd send them to you or to Saren. I like making dragons though. I'm good with dragons. That is totally fine. I will send you what I can. No. Like, I've enjoyed making parts of them. Trogdor was the last one I made. He's the last one I'm going to make, probably, unless I have some, like, spectacular idea. He was the spectacular idea. He was the first idea we had. So, Trogdor's the reason I made any at all. Like, at all. So, I'm good with him. We'll burninate the stars! Anyway, have a good night, all. Let's go find somebody to raid, and we can send them some burnination, huh? But can we see the stars up here? Can you see them? Probably not. Yeah, a little bit. No, not quite. No. I can see them though. It would make me happy to have stars. Put them on the ceiling fan. Came out awesome. The one you made, Dawn, was pretty too. That one was accidentally pretty. Like, I started this one first, and I was having trouble figuring something out.
Like, I don't like the brick stitch start to the curve around the center bead. And I'm like, I could just do this in a peyote stitch start, but I don't want to restart the one I've already started, right? So, like, I had a perfect bead. That's part of what it was, is I had a perfect bead, and I had perfect colors that matched the perfect bead, and then I did a peyote stitch start on that one, and I went, oh no. And so I spent several weeks just perfecting that guy. I spent a lot of time on it. I didn't just, like, stitch it according to instructions and that was it. I spent a lot of time stitching and then ripping it out and then stitching it again in a slightly different bead color and then ripping it out because it wasn't adding up or it wasn't curving the way I wanted it to. I don't like the connection point here. Like, I just hate this. Like, making a C, that's fine. It's the S. I don't like this where it connects on any of the dragons that I've made. The blue one, it ended up the best. And my third dragon was actually a C-shaped dragon, so, like, I've only made 2 S shapes. But, like, I don't like this, just the way it comes together. It just, no, it's not my thing. It just seems entirely unnecessary, and also I don't have, like, the perfect color match of beads, so that kind of helps it make it be hard. And that's part of why I had to rip out the tail so many times on the blue one, is because lining everything up perfect was just so hard. Like, 60% of the dragon builds I've made have been unpleasant, and that is far too high. I do the brick because my brain doesn't want to compute 2, 3, 2, 3 for rose and peyote for some reason. But only when it comes to the dragon. You don't even need to count. You just need, like, how long of an initial string. If you're doing, like, a solid colored belly, even easier. Just how long of an initial string do you need to go around this much of the center bead? That's literally it. That's all you need. And, you know, make it even or odd count or whatever the instructions say. I don't know. Like, end on 2 beads or end on 3 beads, whichever one it is, you know, just do that in peyote and you're good. Like, you're good. And I know that sounds a little not informative, but I just start with even count peyote, however long fits around here, weave up the center band of the belly, and if I need to brick stitch onto the end 1 row, then I'm okay with that. It's a lot less work for me. It's a lot more flexible. I found that doing the brick start kind of makes it bend different. It's kind of like when you do a bracelet in peyote stitch top to bottom and when you do a bracelet in brick stitch top to bottom. Like, there's always that much more stiffness in the brick stitch, and I don't like that. Yeah, just the peyote's king, man. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, I'm gonna rate somebody now. Who's alive? What friends do we have out there, if any? If any. BK, I think it's because of the incorporating the strings, holding the big bead as bead too, because they're supposed to count as beads. I'm sure if I took my time to do it off stream, I could figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of people I typically follow here. Let's see who's alive live. No, I don't need the ons. Okay, I know who's live. Okay. Where'd she come from? We're gonna go hang out with Jessanaka. And if you guys haven't ever hung out with Jessanaka, she is U.S. citizen living in Japan, striving for Japanese citizenship. And she does lots of cool, chill stuff. She makes stuff. She looks like she's doing digital art today. She's a VTuber. She's just a nice, cool co-working space. And since she's in Japan, you know, it's daytime for her and it's nighttime for us. So it's just like that cool mix of people chilling at night while watching her stream. So let's go hang out with Jessanaka. I really love her. So I will bead you guys tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, same as usual. Working on a commission. So I'll bead you later.